Jeff Lane, I think
Vince Russo.
real quickly, I'm going to open this up in song. And because it's a theme, because I know everybody likes when I open up in song. So I'm going to open up in a couple lyrics because it's a theme. And then I'll get into my theme. But here we go, Jeff. And I know you know this little ditty. Ready? Bro, I got to cover my ear because I've seen that like in some music videos. Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Your dream was your ticket out. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. Now, Jeff, I open up with Welcome Back, Cotter, because today I'm reminded that I'm Mr. Cotter. And I'll tell you why I'm Mr. Cotter. Because, bro, I have a universe full of nimrods that, number one, don't understand the first thing about wrestling and about wrestling business. Jeff, these nimrods, these IWC nimrods have so convinced themselves literally that wrestling is real, that it really happens, that they don't understand wrestling is a business like any other business, bro. It is a business. And from day one, I was not Mickey Mark like these people. I was in a business and wrestling was my profession. So today, bro, we're going to have a little business one-on-one class for those nimrods and imbeciles that have yet to realize that wrestling is make-believe and it is a business. Fair enough, Jeff?
Fair enough. Maybe we can also teach these people how to listen with their ears instead of their rears, because it amazes me how it's as clear as day what was said on our show, and the words have gotten twisted to something that we didn't even say or that you didn't even say. Absolutely blows my mind. People are saying now, this brand member that stole our footage and put it up, that you tried to sabotage TNA's deal. Okay, well, let me explain something to you people. What Vince said was he was offering his services as a consultant, meaning he would work for Pop TNA as a consultant. I mean, Pop TV, excuse me. So if he was trying to sabotage TNA's deal, say that worked and TNA didn't have a deal with Pop TV, how would that benefit Vince? He wouldn't have a job to be a consultant for. So the fact that people are already saying that, I mean, these people are absolute freaking nimrods. Listen to words before you comment.
Well, Jeff, first of all, let me explain to something. And listen, nimrods, you want some more news? Here's more news for you, okay, bro? First of all, Jeff, you have to understand, you understand, these idiots have to understand that when a network signs a wrestling deal, chances are they know very little about wrestling or how a wrestling show works. A wrestling television show is different from any other animal out there. And if you don't know about wrestling and about the structure of a wrestling show and what draws ratings on a wrestling show and what doesn't, then you need the help and the expertise of somebody who does. Case in point, bro, just to, again, educate, I'm Mr. Cotter. First of all, USA Network, here's the bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, okay? USA Network, as a fact, had a wrestling consultant in the 2000s that was looking at the Raw show every week and reporting back to them their opinions of the show. Outside of Vince McMahon, outside of WWE, it was a third-party consultant that was telling USA Network their thoughts on the show. USA Network would then go to them with any questions they had. So when they sat down with Vince McMahon, they were equipped to have an educational discussion. That is a fact. Fact number two, Spike TV actually hired a wrestling guy. They had a wrestling guy on staff that was there for one reason and one reason only, and that was to look at the TNA product and be able to go back to Spike TV outside of TNA to tell them, these are my thoughts and opinion on the TNA product. This is where they're falling short. This is where I need to tell them to do. So what I'm talking about here is nothing new. USA Network did this. Spike TV actually hired somebody. Okay. So, Jeff, let's fast forward to the Destination America deal. Prior to the Destination America deal, and Jeff, let me also say, this is all documented. If anybody goes back and listens to any of our shows, Jeff, there were numerous times where right here talking to you, I said these networks need to have a wrestling consultant. I said that. I made that clear. That's what they need. Let's fast forward to the Destination America deal. Prior to that, I offered my services to TNA Wrestling for free. That has been documented. That has been confirmed by Billy Corgan, because I told those guys, listen, you were lucky to get another TV deal. I don't think you want to lose this one. I am willing to help you for free because I want to be part of the solution. Not only did they not take me up on it, the only one I heard back from was Corgan. All that has been documented. I've said that on the air in the past. So they start on Destination TV. The first couple of weeks, the ratings are in the crapper. Okay, so now I'm looking at, okay, I got a lot of friends that work at TNA. I got a lot of friends that are depending on this relationship to make a living. I have 20 years experience and expertise in the field. Okay, maybe Destination America will be interested in why this show isn't airing. Okay, so what do? Through text and email, I contact Destination America, and I said, quite frankly, listen, I know the show isn't doing what you thought it would do. I've been in the field for 20, 25 years. As a consultant, I might be able to help you get those ratings up and give you some suggestions of what TNA might want to do. Okay, bro, and I document, all this has been documented. Destination America got back and said they weren't interested, but I kind of found out later on they had already made up their mind about TNA. Like, it was not, they already knew it was not going to be around. So basically they said, thanks, Vince, we appreciate it, blah, 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 but at this point we're not interested. Okay, no problem. So now, bro, they lose that deal. Okay, you know, TNA didn't want my help. Destination America didn't want my help. Guess what? All of a sudden, the deal is dead. Okay, no problem. So now, bro, now they go to Pop TV. I read an interview by Brandon Schwartz where he's the head of Pop TV. He says this in the interview. And, bro, all this is documented in past television, in past shows that you and I have done. All of it. He says there is no reason why TNA can't draw 1.1 million viewers on our network because they did that at Spike TV. So now when I read this, I'm realizing this was the angle that TNA took in selling the deal. The angle was, we did 1.1 million people on Spike TV. Destination America dropped the ball. Destination America didn't promote us. Destination America didn't do this, didn't do that. There's no reason why we can't do 1.1 million viewers with you. That was the bill of goods that they sold Pop TV. All right, bro. So the show starts airing on Pop TV. The first couple of shows, they do 250,000 to 300,000 viewers. Jeff, do you remember I came on here and I ranted and raved about, where are you going to find 1 million viewers? Like, if I'm Pop TV now, that's the question I'm asking. Where are these 1.1 million viewers you promised? Where are you going to find them? Do you remember that conversation? All on the air.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm seeing, okay, Pop TV's promised 1.1 million. They're getting about 300,000. This does not look good for TNA. Okay. So now, again, I approach Pop TV and Mr. Schwartz. I said, Mr. Schwartz, I worked 25 years in the wrestling business. I was the head writer at TNA for 10 years. There's a reason why you're not drawing higher ratings. And I think I might be able to help you and maybe give you some of my expertise and some pointers of what you can do to increase ratings on your television program. Okay. From a totally business point of view, to be a part of the solution, to be paid for my services, it could have been a win-win deal. Okay. And I have no problem talking about this. That's why I spoke about it on the show. Mr. Schwartz got back to me. Thanks, Vince. We appreciate it. We're not interested at this time. Okay, no problem. Meanwhile, you're still doing 300 to 350,000 viewers. No problem whatsoever. Go ahead, Jeff.
But it's funny because what you just said is the exact same thing you said on the Podcast One show. It's up there right now. Go listen to it for free. Right. You just repeated the same thing, but somehow out of that, people convinced themselves that you were trying to lose TNA's deal. Like, first of all, like, you have that power. And second of all, like, how does that make any sense? Your whole point, and we said this on the show, but people ignore this part of the clip. You were thinking of your friends that work at TNA. You have so many friends that work at TNA. This is their jobs. They're going to lose their jobs if they don't get good ratings on Pop TV, because the chances of another network taking a chance on TNA are very slim. With your expertise, you were going to tell Pop TV this is what you offered, what will work in wrestling to increase TNA's ratings, to increase TNA's business. You were trying to help TNA through Pop TV.
And Jeff, let's not forget, I approached TNA first.
Absolutely.
I approached them first and offered my services for free. They weren't even professional enough to answer back to me. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll offer the same services to Pop TV. Jeff, it's like saying I am now a talent development coach for Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy / New Revolution Wrestling. It would be like me going to them and saying, listen, guys, I'm offering you my services as a coach and to help you build characters and storylines based on my 25 years of experience. Here are my services. If you want to hire me to help your product, great. If you don't, no big deal. Jeff, it would be me going to them, offering my services because I want their promotion to go out of business. I mean, honestly, for you idiots out there that are saying that, think about the logic. I am approaching Pop TV to get paid as a consultant to help bring the ratings up. So in your feeble minds, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to totally bury TNA. So they drop TNA, and now Vince Russo doesn't make any more money as a consultant. That's the logic of what I'm going to do. I swear to God, Jeff, these people are so freaking nimble-minded and so freaking ignorant. And here's what it comes down to. They don't understand business. They don't understand wrestling is a business. They don't understand Vince Russo has 25 years experience of, oh, by the way, getting TNA's ratings up to 2 million people a week. Oh, by the way. Okay, Vince Russo was the head writer when they were doing 2 million people. So I'm telling Pop, guys, they used to do 2 million viewers. They're only doing 300,000 for a reason. I can tell you why. To somehow construe that into sabotage. I mean, bro, pardon my French, you literally got to have your head up your ass if you're that freaking ignorant.
We got to touch on this real quick. I know we're running out of time. The other thing you're getting today is you owe Dave Meltzer an apology. And this is what cracks me up, because what you also talked about on this podcast one show that's up right now, Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco. Go listen to it again. It's up. It's been up. You also talked about how after your Lucha Underground trip, when you got home, you emailed both Chris DeJoseph and Eric Van Wagenen, thanking them for allowing you to go there to film your stuff for your website, and telling them if they ever are looking for consultants, you would be interested. Okay. Somehow they're turning that into what Dave Meltzer said was true. Dave Meltzer's report was, before you even went there, you had announced on the shows, everything, I'm going to Lucha Underground to interview people for the website. Dave Meltzer reports Vince Russo's going to Lucha Underground to meet with Eric Van Wagenen and to try to get a job. They have meetings set up. Okay?
And keep in mind, at that point, Jeff, I didn't even know who Eric Van Wagenen was. I didn't even know who he was. It was reading Meltzer's report. That was the first time I ever even heard of the name.
Right. So that was not true. Not only did you say that was not true, Lucha Underground said that was not true. Chris DeJoseph said it on our show that was not true. You were not there for that. And on that same show with Chris DeJoseph, we're talking a year ago, you told Chris, or Chris confirmed the emails you sent after you went home. This is not new news. You talked about this with Chris DeJoseph on The Swerve a year ago. But somehow, because you got home and emailed those guys, that makes Dave Meltzer's story true, which Dave Meltzer's story is not even in remotely the same ballpark as this. So no, he doesn't owe Dave Meltzer an apology. That story is still false.
And let me tell you people something out there too. First of all, people that twist my words. Okay, two things. You have two choices. You could either bite me or you could either eat me. Like, I don't care. Take your pick. If you want to just nibble on me, then nibble on me. If you want to wholeheartedly eat me, then freaking eat me. You understand? It's that simple. But also, let me tell you people, let me go one step beyond your cluelessness. Do you understand? Every time you talk about Vince Russo, it's publicity for Vince Russo. Like, do you get that? Bro, I'm the guy that sits here and says, bro, when I write a character, I don't care if that character is a babyface or a heel. All I care about is that people respond to the character. If they respond to the character, I don't care if they cheer or I don't care if they boo. If they respond to the character is over. Have you not heard me say that on here a million times? So you idiots that take my words and mince my words and twist my words around and put words in my mouth, after you finish biting and eating me, understand you are promoting me. You are promoting me as a heel. Do you understand that? Because for all the people that love me and talk about how much they love me, there's also all the morons that are jealous because they always wanted to do what I did but weren't good enough to. They're jealous that since 1991, I am still somehow, some way making money in the wrestling business. They are jealous of that. So they go on my forums, they go on my Twitter, they go everywhere and they rip me. But that's what I mean. We're getting right back to welcome back, Cotter. You don't even understand. By talking about me, you are promoting the Vince Russo brand. And for that, I want to thank you all very, very much. I appreciate the free publicity. Keep it coming. Thank you very much. I love each and every one of you. Now, Jeff, tell them 3 days left. Explain.
Yes. Speaking of free, you got 3 days left. Go to russosbrand.com. If you've never signed up for the VIP membership, sign up before July 1st. Before July 1st. You will get your first month for free. All our video content, all the Podcast One shows a day early, bonus shows, our weekend anything but freaking wrestling show, all that stuff. Right now, russosbrand.com. If you've never signed up, do it before July 1st. Get your first month free.
Jeff, I'm going to make a big announcement here that you and I talked about, but I know you forgot about, but now we're going to have to fix it. Okay?
Okay.
This is the last Monday. Okay, this is the last Monday that we are offering the first month for free. Okay, One of the shows, Jeff, we do is a Russo Raw and Live right after Raw. We sit there for 3 hours. We come on live and we talk about the show. And then if you're not up that late, you could watch it in the archives the next day. This is an exclusive VIP honor and privilege. Okay. Today, Jeff, today, because we're in the sell the brand business. Since this is the last Monday, we are going to put Russo Raw and Live up on our YouTube channel absolutely free. Free, bro. So you're going to get to taste this. You're going to get to see it. You're going to get to hear me and Jeff discuss the show after we just saw it for free, one night tonight only, because this is a VIP privilege. If you like what you see, then you can sign up for the brand, get the whole month for free. After that, it's only $2.95 a month, 75 cents a week. Jeff, we can do that. That's not an issue technically or nothing like that, right?
No, go follow the Twitter account at Russo's Brand, and the link for this will be tweeted out shortly after this recording, and you can go ahead and bookmark the link so you can watch us. We start about 11:15 Eastern.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, they'll be able to leave comments, right?
They can chat in the chat room.
Great.
Correct.
Okay, so listen, again, for you nimrods, idiots, and imbeciles that are publicizing for free, that can either A, eat me, or B, bite me, pick your poison. Remember, very important, leave negative comments about me. Rip me to shreds, like say what I did to your mother and your sister, whatever you want. Very important, leave negative comments, because negative comments keep me out there, because whether you're a babyface or heel, people don't care as long as you react. Any last words, Mr. Jeff Lane?
No, sorry, I was distracted by this picture. That's all.
Okay, well, that's it,
Check,
ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, dude, Santana Garrett. She can't be tweeting pictures like this while I'm trying to
wait.
film
Let me see that again. There was a little bit of a glare on the phone. Talk so I could see it.
Yeah, dude, she's smoking, man. Smoking hot. This girl's phenomenal. How she's not on anybody's TV, I don't understand.
Bro, I've tried to get Santana Garrett on the show. I'm going to try again, just to bring her on for you. I didn't have any luck. She didn't refuse. I just never heard back from her. So, Santana Garrett, if you're listening to this, I'd love you to come on our show. But that's
on podcast one.
On podcast one. Podcast one. So that's it, everybody. Yeah, and remember, speaking of podcast one, you can get our shows daily for free on Podcast One. As a matter of fact, you can listen to the very show today, right, Jeff, where all this controversy started, correct?
It's up there right now, and you will see he said the exact same thing that he said on this show, but yet somehow people are twisting that into something that was completely not said. Maybe we can blame Glenn for that. I don't know.
Oh, bro, blame Glenn for everything. And listen, just remember, tonight, one time only, Russo Raw and Live, absolutely free, immediately following Raw. So thanks for listening, everybody. Haters, keep on hating. I love you. I appreciate it. We will see everybody tonight.